All right, so Ken and Lisa Waters Lane in the studio. She comes each week, this segment, and just shares her garden insights, input. She just inputs into my life, and then it spreads over the airwaves to the audience, and we all become smarter, all because of my lovely bride.
Yes.
And her garden
prowess.
I'm done. Yeah, just trying. I've got all my deadlines for 2022 coming up. So the magazines through March are pretty much done because magazines need a lot of lead time to get all the HD photos or more expensive to print. January's in the can. So all the newspapers, they're all done. We've got one show left. This is the last show before Christmas.
Yeah.
So next week we will actually air Christmas Day, this show, because we got the airtime. Might as well get it going. So welcome to the studio, Lisa.
Thank you. So it's been like a whirlwind week. We've been to many, many parties. It's kind of fun this year going back to parties because I don't think last year we did any parties. So it's definitely been fun going back to those and doing white elephant gift exchanges.
Yeah, that's okay. Listen, for the video folks that are watching the vlog, yes, she's making faces. You can't quite hear that over the airwaves.
Can't hear the sarcasm over the airwaves.
I like white elephant gifts. It's kind of more, as long as you have your expectations so low that you just don't care what you get.
So what was your favorite one?
Well, the favorite party or favorite gift?
Favorite gift.
My favorite gift. White elephant gift was I got a handheld Mr. Microphone that I can take with the grandkids, and we're gonna have a ball with that. We're just gonna go talk to each other, sing, karaoke, just have a ball with the grandkids. So that's the one that we had. Rotary had theirs. What was that? Wednesday night at the Prescott Resort. There was a lot of people there. I just basically, and I was running the white elephant thing. I said, pick up my white elephant gift and give it to the bartender, give it to the pianist, give it to everyone else because I don't want it. And they thought it was great after I had worked the tip jar for them all. Right. So we kind of got them tips and a gift. So worked out great.
So my favorite one was this humongous Nerf gun.
Yeah.
That I forget which party we got it at. But yeah, I'm going to take that to the grandkids too. And I'm going to shoot the living daylights out because they're always getting me with their Nerf guns. So
the secret is snag all the bullets because you shoot them out. You need a pocket full. You need to start out full and have pockets full. And then always have those Nerf gun fights at the kids' house.
Oh, yeah.
Not at ours because you find those little Nerf bullets every place for hours.
Yes.
So anyway.
Yeah. So I figure this is my opportunity to get even with all the times they've shot me for the year.
When I'm doing it, I usually turn the lights out. So it's usually me and the kids. It's if you turn the lights back on, it's pure dark Nerf fights. So you get used to the dark. Yeah. You run around, but they get chicken. They start turning them back on, going, "I wonder where he's at."
Well, you're scary.
And I'm coming after you. How dare you turn the lights on and shoot him in the forehead with a Nerf ball.
I know we're gonna get some people going. What are you doing good, but it is fun. We have a ball with them. They won't be here for Christmas though. That's very sad.
We're going a couple weeks afterwards to go see them. So, but they're of that age where they need to enjoy their house, make Christmas their tradition. So, and we're leaving them alone. You just kind of let them do their thing and be fun to wake up and just see the presents under the tree. I remember that as a kid, and we want that for our kids.
Sure.
So anyway, enough about our Christmas parties and kids and how we're doing our tradition. What about garden advice and how to inspire people to plant in the ice?
I tell you, it gets really hard this time of year.
At the end of the year, especially.
You are, because you're just like fried. But yeah, you can still be out there gardening. Even though we had ice, the permafrost is like, do we even have permafrost?
It's already melted. Oh, yeah.
Right. So you can still dig, which means you can still plant.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Definitely. And there's some plants that just perform amazingly well, even in the frigid cold.
You know what I noticed is like we keep a lot of the hollies, Alberta Spruce. Some of the plants are kind of holiday-ish. We keep them outside, mainly at the front. So they're inspiring people when they come in. They almost look better now.
Yeah.
after the cold than they
Right.
do before the cold. I mean, they
Yeah.
start to get brighter, the colors get deeper. The junipers start to just turn grays and blues and silvers. They
Mhm.
start to get some colors. The cotoneaster they get this blue and then dark green color to them. That's really pretty.
Mhm.
And the cold activates that and brings the color out in them. It
Mhm.
makes them more dramatic.
Oh, definitely. I mean, especially if you look at hollies and yews, I mean, they easily go down the negative 20s,
I think
negative
minus 40
30.
or
I
something,
mean,
some crazy
we
cold.
will hopefully never get that cold here.
Oh, yeah. That's why we live in Prescott. Yeah.
But especially the holly right now with the berries on them, if you had them by your front door, that would just be so pretty for the holidays and the winter time. So, yeah, they do terrific. The yews do amazing in the cold. The Alberta Spruce, which you mentioned, I mean, they're another one that goes like sub-zero, takes it and keeps on going.
Even colder. I was helping a gal. She came in and she saw out of the front, we've got our new 2022 potteries in. So we were showing off some of the new styles. It was white. White is trending now. So white, black, and textures and just imprinted. There's certain things. We'd shown those off. She had a holly in a beautiful white ceramic pot. She goes, I want that for my new house. I've only been here 1 week. I want that inside my house. I go, well, that's great. You can't have that plant, but you can that pot. Hollies aren't going to like the inside.
Ooh.
They want to be outside.
Yeah.
But then we took that pot, put it in a cart. We said, let's go in and look at house plants, tropicals that will grow indoors. And we can keep that same style of pot with something similar. And she was super happy. She walked off with two things, not just one.
2 pots and 2 plants.
Yeah, she was super happy.
Yeah. So some of the other plants that do terrific this time of year, I was actually walking through the nursery yard, and you know what stood out at me was the old gold junipers.
Yeah, classic.
So that bright yellow on them this time of year is just really shows up nicely out there. And they get what, about 4 by 4, 3 by 4?
Not even 4, maybe 3 foot high, maybe 2.5 to 3 foot high. They're below my hip. We've got some big ones, but they go really wide. So they're stretch your arms out, and then even a little bit more when they're really mature.
Yeah, they just look so striking out there in the nursery yard. And we, like you said, we have some in the backyard of our house that I love. This time of year, you look out the back window and you're like, oh.
Snow and ice over the pond. I got to put the pond heater out.
Yeah, definitely. The birds would like that. But they really show up very dynamic out there. Some of the other ones that I think show up really well this time of year too are the hawthorns. I love the hawthorns because they kind of get that almost burgundy. You keep playing with the screen. They get a real almost burgundy color to them with the green. So it's just very attractive to have that kind of winter color on them. Keep their leaves. A lot of times they have berries. So they usually put on kind of a purpley burgundy berry, which the birds love. So you're feeding the birds, but also gives you some more color out there in the yard. A couple others that do really well is Pyracantha. There again has nice berries on
big
it.
Orange berries, typically orange or red. Yep, both.
Depending upon the variety. And they can take the cold just as well as anything else. You wouldn't really think that looking at them with their leaf, but they're perfectly happy out in the cold. Nandinas are another one that, hey, they're like, yeah, it's cold, no big deal. I'll just keep looking really cool.
Actually, they'll get red. Now they're starting to turn red because the cold activates the color in them.
Right.
So you start to get this red top to them. So they almost become better looking in the cold.
Right. Camellias are another one that have done surprisingly well. And a lot of them are getting ready to bloom. They'll probably be blooming, I'd say, in another month or so.
Yeah, that's right. Into January, February. Yeah. Great ideas. So lots, and all these plants, they're in. You've got these now.
We've got them.
We've got them. They're looking good. You can plant them now. So if you're bored this holiday over the holiday break, and you just want to get your feet dirty and get some earth on your hands and kind of touch some plants, or just come in and bring your cup of coffee and
come
peruse the gardens. And
we got nothing else.
Talk gardening. We love talking gardening with gardeners.
Yeah.
Ken and Lisa Lane, the Mountain Gardeners. Thank you, Lisa. Sure. We will be right back right after these important messages.